Welcome to Michael's Mailbox. Hey everyone, it's Joe and
Michael
from Bullion Now, bullionnow.com.au, all that stuff. What's Michael's Mailbox? You know the deal, just go for it.
So we're here just commenting on any comments that have been commented on.
Okay. All right, go.
All right, kicking off. So I think it's appropriate. Let's kick off with last week's Michael's Mailbox. There's a few comments just in there. So one from the Midnight Gardener. Quick correction, Joe. It wasn't a good deal. It was an absolutely bloody great deal.
This is in relation...
10 ounce. This is to the Silver Dragon that we did.
Oh, yeah.
So a 10 ounce Lunar Series 2 Silver Dragon at that special live stream viewer price is very generous indeed.
Absolutely.
It was. I'm not sure what we were smoking that day.
Live stream, we didn't do one.
We didn't do a live stream this week.
No.
No, or last week.
Yep.
Yeah, because of the grand final, and we may comment on that in a little while.
Mm-hmm.
So I never know how to pronounce this one. Leonard Sels. I sent my email for the Dragons like 5 seconds after you gave the word and still managed to miss out. Yeah, look, A, they went really quick, and B, because it's such an automated system, you've really got to make sure that you follow the instructions or the automatics throw you out the side, and we never actually get the email unless we go hunting in, spam or something like that. And usually by that time, they're well and truly gone. So, make sure you follow the guidelines spot on. Peter Grace me guide. I gave one of your large drawstring bags to my mother with a minted James Bond minted bar, 10 ounce. Oh, that was a beautiful bar. She loves it and the bag makes it special. Excellent, I'm glad. And then Twice Shy, they have bags. They usually come with gold purchases. This one came with an XAG 500 gram silver bar. They don't just come with the gold purchases. We've got 3 different sizes at the moment, small, medium and large. And they come with most purchases. Not every single one, but most purchases we try and give you a bag just to make it look a bit special. If you really want one Twice Shy, we'll try and include one in your next order. Diane Lopez. I made a comment about a mate of mine who freezes his credit card so it stops him impulse spending on it.
Yeah. And
Diane has responded with, freezing the credit card doesn't work if you know the numbers, expiry and CVS off by heart.
Yep, that's me.
Well, if you're that committed, fair enough. Robin of the Maid Marions coming out this week. They came out last week or the week before. They are out anyway. They're online on our website, and they are selling consistently pretty quick.
Really well. There was a big burst of sales, and then that plateaued, but they're still going down quite quickly.
Oh, yeah, they are. And I don't know if I'll be able to get any more, but Did you feel any tremors from the earthquake? We are in a high-rise building. We felt the tremors. It was a little disconcerting, I have to say. STI Custom. Michael, did you start to shake when you mentioned my name? Great. Plus, my drawstring bags are burgundy-ish in colour, not purple. Fair enough. Right. There's actually been a couple of different iterations of the colour. We've had 2 or 3 different suppliers at different times. And also, even with the same supplier, you quite often find the dye lots are slightly different. So that's one of my bugbears, is trying to get them consistent. All right, moving along. The grand final public holiday. This one's again from the Midnight Gardener. Well, I missed the missing live stream this week. In its place, I've been making my way through and watching all the old Bullion Now videos from the very beginning. That could be even slightly embarrassing.
Particularly, everyone should right now or straight after this go to the YouTube channel, go to the video section, and then by the sort feature, do oldest to newest. And then check out the very first video, and you'll see, you'll just see how far we've come. We'll put it that way.
I've put on a few pounds since then too, unfortunately. So he's been giving a thumbs up, commenting and boosting the algorithm. Very much appreciated. The live stream will be back this Friday. So that is Friday the 1st. Friday the 1st of October. And it will be at 2:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. So tune in when you can. We'll have a great special. I have no idea what it is. We haven't discussed that one yet. Actually, we may even end up with 2 specials because I may have conned LCS into giving us a good special on a new release that they've just got in. So stay tuned for
LCS
that one.
LCS being?
Our sister company, Little Coin Shop, who looks after more the numismatic type of coins rather than the straight bullion bars and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
MSKR, we'll miss the live stream, but time to get on the beers. It seems to be a common phrase in Victoria at the moment. Here's to a good grand final, even if it's in WA, should have been in South Australia. Can't beat the MCG. I totally agree with that. You can't beat the G for the grand final. I have to admit, I had no skin in the game for this one. I didn't really support either team. I'm just glad a Victorian team took it out. I'm being parochial there. But I know in our packaging centre, there was a lot of tears Monday morning.
Oh, really?
Yes.
A lot of Bulldog fans.
A lot of Bulldog fans
Really
in the centre.
That's interesting.
And a couple of Melbourne supporters in our customer base that know them and stirred them up a little bit. So that was good fun.
That's cruel. Funny, but cruel.
Yeah, it was fun to watch actually and hear. But yes. A couple of comments. I'm just skipping across to the next video, but a couple of comments on my haircut. Yes, I actually live in a currently non-lockdown area. So I'm regional, so actually we're allowed to go and get haircuts. So thankfully. Maid Marions. So this is the video that we mentioned a moment ago about the Maid Marions being released. This one from Calypso Moon. As someone who works in retail, his box cutting technique is stress-inducing.
Your box cutting technique is very stress-inducing, particularly in person.
Yeah.
Particularly when I'm, mere feet away.
Okay. I thought I was doing pretty good. Obviously not. So a lot of support for the coin. It's a beautiful coin. Can't wait to see the rest of the series. This is from Tyler Parker. We believe, Joe and I were just discussing this off camera. We think it's Friar Tuck is the next one. We think. I haven't confirmed that.
I'm pretty sure.
And we think it's only a 3-coin series.
I believe so.
So I actually thought it was a 5-coin, but Joe's corrected me on that. So
I could be wrong.
I actually kind of hope you are wrong. Because
three's not enough.
I think they're doing such a good job with them. I think it would be a shame to leave it at 3 coins. But, look, I mean, they control the design, not me. A little bit of feedback on the quality of the presentation of the coin. And I'm not going to read out each individual one, but I'll make reference to them. The coin is a very high quality stamp. This is a difficult thing with bullion coins. When you go for a high quality stamp image, like the Royal Mint has here, the potential for it to become scratched or anything like that further down the food chain is huge. So you have to be aware of that when you're buying them. This is a real hard balance because you're not buying a collector coin, you're buying a bullion coin. But it's a beautiful coin, and the chances are you're going to collect them and want to keep them in really good condition. So it's this trade-off between not paying a large premium for these types of things when you compare it to, say, the little coin shop coins that we referenced earlier, where you might be paying $250 for a 2-ounce silver coin, compared to this 1-ounce coin, which compared to a kangaroo, you might be paying twice the premium. You might be paying $8, $10, I can't remember what it is, $10, $12 Australian premium, whereas you might only be paying $5 or $6 premium on a Perth Mint kangaroo. But the finish is far higher, so there's far more chance of disappointment when they get damaged. So they are. People are far more finicky with these types of coins. Just understand that all the way along the food chain, so both the Royal Mint, the wholesalers, and us, we take as much care as we can, but occasionally one does get scratched. There's a couple of comments on milk spotting. I haven't actually seen any milk spotted. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I haven't seen any that have been milk spotted. But again, if you receive one that you're not happy with, don't be shy of going back to your coin, whether it's us or whether it's another bullion dealer that you purchased it from, and saying, look, this has got a big milk spot splat bang in the middle. The chances are they will either A, discount it, or B, change it over for a fresh one. I know we have no problem doing that, and occasionally one slips through on us where it might have a scratch or a milk spot because we are churning so many thousands through a day. But don't let that stop you buying one. In fact, what I'd encourage you to do, and of course I'd say this, I'm selling them, I'd encourage you to buy a selection, because recognising that if you want to keep one in pristine condition, buy half a dozen. Pick out the one that's in immaculate condition, make sure it's cased and all that sort of stuff, keep it away, and then have the others just as part of your stack. And that's the best way to get around that sort of thing. A lot of support for your intro. Where you spoke Maid Marion.
Whatever are you talking about, Michael?
So
Yeah, this literally the things I do, mate, to
yeah, that's right.
impress people, to make people laugh.
Yes,
Yeah.
even the Midnight Gardener's made comment, and
Yep.
he wants to know if there's an OnlyFans Bullion Now account.
Yeah, just for you, Midnight Gardener. Just for you, mate.
A few people want to know if you're in pantomime.
Am I in pantomime? No, I have not done a pantomime.
There you go. This one from Ben Harvey, and I actually saw this one go through. That would look fine on a 5 or a 10 ounce coin. I could not agree more. And I'm Royal Mint, if you're listening, please produce this image for this series on a larger coin. I'd even like to see it on a kilo coin, but particularly the 10 ounce
Cool.
would be just incredible. So if you're watching,
Yeah.
put that in your schedule because I think that would go off like a frog in a sock. Yeah, so a lot of support for that one, both in its design and that type of thing. The Fox bought straight away, didn't want to muck around after missing out on the Tigers. We've actually got, don't tell anyone, we've actually got a few more 1 ounce silver Tigers coming in.
Yeah.
You'll see them up for pre-order on the website. I'm trickling them out. They aren't here right this second, but they are arriving within the next week or so. So if you've missed out, don't be shy of placing that pre-order. It will be filled within that week or so.
Silver Tigers.
Silver 1 ounce Tigers.
No other metals that you're aware of?
No to the platinums. That's a no-brainer. Some of the other sizes of the metals have sold out, but Perth Mint assure me that they will produce more as we move through the season, so that'll be good. We do have some more 1 ounce golds coming in, but I'm getting a bit edgy with the 1 ounce golds because we've actually hit our allocation, and I absolutely don't want to overcommit them. So you may see them come and go a little bit on the website. If you're desperately after one and you haven't grabbed one yet, maybe make a phone call into Sylvia or Sam, 1300 84 84 10, and secure it that way. Because like I said, we're getting very close and I don't want to overcommit on that one. Yeah, it's from Vaughan Dumas. Was looking forward to this release. What's the next one and when? We believe it's Friar Tuck, and we believe it's about 2 months away. I think it's before Christmas anyway on that one. Had to laugh at this one. This relates back to our knife comment earlier. So this is from Tom. As I'm watching this, I've just gone to hospital because I've just cut a really good chunk out of my finger with a buck knife and got a few stitches. I wish I had your glove on at the time, but it makes me laugh because Tom, and this is his writing, Tom was the one that actually made this knife for us that we use. So I'm really sorry that it happened, Tom, but it's rather ironic, and so I'm laughing at that part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. They're, when you start playing around with these big knives, they can be good fun. More good vibes on the Maid Marion. Yeah, that's pretty much it on that one. Alrighty. So the double Sov. Geez, didn't this cause a bit of a stir?
A bit of a stir because they lasted how long?
I believe it or not, I wasn't actually around when they got listed and I didn't watch it, but I believe it was within minutes.
It was pretty quick.
They just disappeared. So
Yeah.
for those who don't know, I'd strongly suggest going back and watching the video purely to see the coin and the discussion around it, because you don't see the double Sov in shops very often. They are a very random release. They were started off in, Matt gives us a bit of detail on it, but something like 1880s, 1890s, or was it even early 1850s?
Something like that.
Yeah, it was about 100 years ago, a bit over 100, 150 years ago, and they've kind of been made and they're not, and then made and they're not, and then they do one for a year and they're not, and so very difficult to get hold of, but a great coin to see if you're into that kind of that Sov old worldy type coin, even though these were manufactured in 2020. So I can't highly recommend enough that you go back and just review that one, even though you know it's sold out. We are actually trying to source some more. Don't try and put in pre-orders because I haven't got a confirmation yet, but as soon as we do, we will actually open it up. Did you get a Michael Jackson glove without the glitter? Yeah, Sovereign's one of my favourites. Thank you. First name, last name. The Commonwealth. We're still united together with the GST tax. Hi from Canada. Okay, I don't I understand the comment. I don't understand why you're still there. So I don't know how to pronounce your name. Comte de Gracie. I would love to shop with you. My LCS, my local coin shop owner, is so grumpy. No fun to buy from him at all. So don't support him.
Yeah.
These days, particularly with the web, you've got so many options. Get out there. If you're not getting the service you want for whatever reason, move along. And look, okay, I'll promote Bullion Now right now, but in today's world with the way that the internet goes and with delivery systems that are in there and all that sort of stuff, I love that people support their local. I really do, and I can't encourage that enough. But if your local's not doing it for you, don't be shy of going elsewhere and shipping them in, because the modern system works really, really well. And I'm going to take up just a second of time here, and we possibly might do a standalone video on it as well. If you're within Australia, the freight system at the moment is collapsing, and we are having all sorts of trouble getting freight out. I've got an email yesterday from Australia Post that's saying that they're not picking up for 5 days as of the end of this week from any businesses in the Melbourne area. They're completely shutting it down effectively for 5 days. So, having said support your, don't be frightened of shopping online. Just be aware in Victoria, New South Wales particularly, but in Australia, our freight system is really under the pump at the moment, and there's holes appearing.
Just very quickly, because we will probably make a separate video, but what does that mean for packages for our customers? Because they don't come out of Melbourne area,
They
do they?
don't. So, I've got to do more research today and make some more phone calls. I don't think it's going to directly impact on us, but I can absolutely see it slowing our deliveries down by a day or two at the other end. They're still getting out quickly, but you may have to just, instead of it arriving within 2 to 3 days, it may arrive within 4 to 5 days. It'll still have full tracking and all that sort of stuff that goes with it. But as one part of the freight system falls down, you'll find it applies pressure across the other parts. So even though we're not dispatching directly through Post, we use other methods as well. It will push a lot of freight onto those other methods and place strain on them. So just be a little patient is what I'm getting at with that. Wow, spotted the video after 29 minutes from the release and they're out of stock already. So there you go.
Sorry.
Less than half an hour.
Sorry.
Not sure about the colour. Looks more copper than gold. You're right. Because they have a component of copper in them. They're 22 carat. They're not 20. They're not pure.
Yeah.
So they put that in there to increase the strength. Some good support for it and some good comments. I'm trying not to drag this out. We've got one. The next one is the poured silver with Bad Apple.
Yeah.
I'm going to let Matt comment on that one, other than probably back up a lot of comments that were made through this one of how Bad Apple stuff, the hand poured stuff, is absolutely stunning. It's amazing stuff. If you haven't seen it, watch the video. And if you've watched the video, go and check out his Facebook. I think he's got a Facebook and a web page.
Yep.
And just see the stuff on there. And I know it's pricier because it's hand poured, but you will not be disappointed. It is fantastic stuff. And he's a top bloke as well. And the guy's only 22, and he's third generation stacker, which I thought that just cracked me right up.
Really? That's cool. That's cool.
But yeah, he's producing some amazing stuff. So yeah, can't go and support him. Go and view his channel, and get in there. Another one that Matt did was the what's face value. So I won't spend too much time on this, but it was a discussion on. Quite often we get people saying, okay, I've bought a 1 ounce silver coin. I've paid $45 for it, but it's only got a face value of $1. What's the go? And it's just that whole discussion of why the mints allocate that amount, that value to that coin, even though its actual metal value is far beyond what that is. So if you haven't seen it already, go back and review it, and you'll learn quite a bit out of that one. It was a good video. Scottsdale Mint unboxing. Wow, that went off like a frog in a sock too. So we brought in some really beautiful, pretty plain Jane, but really beautiful Scottsdale products. And they were really well received. They sold out really quickly. And I was talking to one of our wholesalers this morning. We're actually bringing some more in. So hopefully we'll have some more of those in the not too distant future. But yeah, a lot of comments on there, a lot of support. Space Lord made a great comment. Can you put one of the 100th ounce, so there's a 0.3 of a gram bar on there, can you put it on the top of a silver coin and XRF it to see what reading we get? So we might actually do that on
That's a
video.
smart
and have a
idea.
look.
Yeah, that's cool.
See what it does. Want to know where Michael got his haircut? Haircuts are rarer than Scottsdale Bullion in Melbourne these days.
Enough with the haircut. I don't want to talk about the haircut. No more haircuts.
All stunning pieces. Thanks for the relaxed and quite easy to watch. This is from Silver Delta. Easy to watch video. Going to have to get one of those 1 ounce round hammered Scottsdales. They look like flat golf balls. They look sensational. First name, last name. Not a big fan of Scottsdale. I am. I'm surprised. But those were really nice. Any unboxing is awesome to watch. 6 a.m. in Canada. Need to get some sleep, mate. Kumar. Hi, Matt and Michael. My wife and I love watching your channel. I've learnt so much in a short time. Fantastic. We have a question. Since we live in Canberra, how can we verify the quality of bullion oil ordered from BN by mail? Having watched your video on fake bullion, one wonders how to ensure this since we can't pop into your office for an XRF. We don't have any associates in Canberra with an XRF. As far as I'm aware, none of the coin/bullion dealers, the few that they are in Canberra, actually do that service. So the short answer is I don't know, other than trust me. Would this smiling face lead you astray?
Yeah.
No, in all seriousness, it's a great question. One I don't have an answer for immediately, other than only deal with reputable dealers. And if you get a chance to make it down to Melbourne or even to Sydney, there's a couple of the Sydney guys will XRF it for you. But absolutely, if you're coming down to Melbourne, bring a random selection of your stuff down, and we're quite happy to test it in store for you.
At some point, you're going to have to play the trust portion of it.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't have any other option, go with someone that's built up a reputation, that's got a good community outreach, such as Bullion Now.
Yeah.
But, we're not hiding behind the shadows, therefore we're much less likely to try and stiff a customer. So
Yeah, and we've got a reputation to protect.
Yeah.
The last thing is we need is something sending us pear-shaped. Alrighty. So just a quick one on this one. I'll wrap it up after here, I think. This is from STI Custom again. So buying a 1 gram Perth Mint bar would be better value than 2 100th Scottsdales. Is that correct? Yes, it would, because you're going to get more gold for less money. But that goes across the board. The bigger you go, the cheaper it becomes on a per ounce, per gram, per kilo basis. The same as buying Coca-Cola from the supermarket. If you're buying a 600ml bottle, you would expect to pay more for it than a 2 litre bottle. It's exactly the same in precious metals.
Yep.
So the bigger you go, even from the small end, the cheaper it becomes on a per ounce, per gram, per kilo basis. Alrighty, I've probably rattled on for long enough there, so we'll wrap it up there unless Joe's got any comments that he would like me to make at all.
not me, just the usual like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff.
All that good stuff. All right, and that's it.
That's it from me.
And me too.
We'll see you soon.
See ya.